where there's a fine crowd of 50,000 to see Bayern Munich, the home team, kick off in the dark strip, playing from right to left on your screens against Schalke in the dark shirts and light shorts. Schalke from Gelsenkirchen in the industrial Ruhr area against Bayern Munich. Two of the most famous teams in Germany. Schalke with a great tradition on the attack now, and straight away, let me give you the two teams. Bayern Munich playing, of course, with Sepp Maier in goal. The back four of Weiss, number 2, Schwarzenbeck, number 4, Beckenbauer, number 5, and Horstmann, number 3. Then in midfield, Dürnberger, Kunkel, and Kapellmann. Dürnberger, number 6, Kunkel, number 8, Kapellmann, number 11. The three front runners, Rummenigge, number 7, Gerd Müller, number 9, Hoeneß, number 10. And then Schalke with their Yugoslav international goalkeeper, Maric. The back four of number 2, Sobirai, number 5, Fischl, number 4, Rustmann, number 3, Thiele. In midfield, number 6, Lutke Boumert, number 8, Dubsky, number 10, Bongartz. And their three front runners, number 7, Abramczyk, number 9, Klaus Fischer, the captain, number 11, Erwin Kramers. So those are the teams. We should be in for a fine game. The sun shining brightly on the picture. No doubt you can see from the shadows. Beautiful conditions for a fine game, as I was saying. And Schalke attacking now with Kramers. A good ball. As Lutke Boumert stepping over it, holding onto it, back to Kramers. And just listen to that fine crowd making a tremendous noise here. There's the shot coming in. Oh, against the post! Oh, Bayern Munich very lucky there. Let's take a look at that again. There's Kramers. Passing back into the middle. Lutke Boumert trying a shot first time. Beats Sepp Maier, hits the outside of the post and then goes over the line for a goal kick, which has already been taken. Beckenbauer with the long pass. There's Klaus Fischer, reckoned by many people to be one of the best centre-forwards in Germany, if not the number 1. Well, we'll have a chance to see that today because, of course, the Bayern centre-forward is Gerd Müller. Bongartz, fine young midfield player. And Sepp Maier. And there's Schwarzenbeck. You can see his left thigh is heavily bandaged. He's come into this game not fully fit. Suffering from a thigh injury, hasn't completely recovered. It'll be interesting to see whether he can last the pace and last the distance. In fact, Bayern Munich without 3 of their regular players. Their 2 Swedish internationals, Andersson, the fullback, and Torstensson, midfield, are on duty for the Swedish national team in Switzerland this weekend in a World Cup qualifying match. There's Gerd Müller. Schwarzenbeck trying a shot with his left foot. And Rustmann back to Maric. So as I was saying, Bayern without Andersson, without Torstensson, and also without ex-West German international Franz Roth, very powerful midfield player. He still hasn't recovered from an injury. And Schalke also without 1 or 2 players, without Helmut Kramers, the twin brother of Erwin Kramers, and again Branko Oblak, their Yugoslav international midfield player. He's on duty for Yugoslavia in Spain, again in a World Cup qualifying match. No trouble at all. Franz Beckenbauer letting the ball run over the line. Sepp Maier with the goal kick. Uli Hoeneß, one of the 3 Bayern players who recently played for West Germany in the international against Wales in Cardiff. West Germany won that, by the way, 2-0. Uli Hoeneß played, so did Franz Beckenbauer. Schwarzenbeck, in fact, came on in the second half, and Karl-Heinz Rummenigge made a fine debut in Cardiff. And now Schalke with Erwin Kramers. That's Thiele, the left back. Klaus Fischl moving upfield. Trying a 1-2. There's Fischer. Oh, a bad back pass by Horstmann. Sepp Maier really having to scamper across the line to get to that ball, preventing a corner. Whistle's gone. Mr. Lynn, the referee, whistling up for a foul on Uli Hoeneß. Dubsky. There's Klaus Fischer. Rudiger Abramczyk. Young right winger, very skillful. A right winger in the classic mold. Fisher. Well, that really took everybody by surprise. Let's take a look at that again. There's a Bramczyk. Nice little through pass to Fisher. He turns, doesn't really hit the ball. The ball goes through the legs of Schwarzenbeck. Meyer going the wrong way. The ball just trickles past him into the net to make the score in the 10th minute. Bayern Munich 0, Schalke 1. But here come Bayern with Ernest. But he's being shadowed by Sobirai and Maric, taking no chances. Well, that's a surprise here in the Munich Olympic Stadium. After 10 minutes, Bayern Munich being a goal down. Klaus Fischer, the Schalke captain. And a Bramczyk right through on his own. Oh, that was close. It looks as if Sepp Meyer's hurt himself. Holding his hand, he probably got a boot on it there. And Erwin Kramers came rushing in. Let's hope the Bayern keeper's okay. Bayern, in fact, have some brilliant players in their ranks, but they don't have really very good substitutes. If Meyer had to go off, that would be a blow to Bayern Munich. Now Schwarzenbeck. Schwarzenbeck certainly not looking his usual self, having difficulty getting back now. He definitely looks troubled by that injured thigh. Fischer. There's Bongartz. At present, Schalke doing just about average, really. They are 9th in the table, halfway up the table, in other words. Oh, no doubt about that. A foul on Bongartz, with his legs ripped away from under him. As I was saying, Schalke about 9th in the table with 8 points. Bayern, of course, way up the top. They're lying 4th with 11 points. They haven't lost in the last 6 games. In their previous match, they gained a fine 3-all draw. Very exciting game in Dortmund, whereas Schalke lost by 2-0 in Cologne. Here's the free kick. Bongartz. Erwin Kramers. Kapellman in front of him, a little chip. And there's Gerd Müller way back in his own area. And now Dürnberger. Rummenigge to Horstmann. That's young Kunkel standing in place of Torstensson. A Bramczyk. Good ball, finding Erwin Kramers with lots of room, but he can't. Yes, he can. I was going to say he can't keep it in play, but he can. Erwin Kramers beats his man well, beats Schwarzenbeck. Fischer going up there, but Beckenbauer getting to the ball first. Hoeneß. Oh, good run by Uli Hoeneß. Gerd Müller. Kapellman. That header from Gerd Müller. But as you saw, Manic was at that post. He was in position. He just watched the ball go past. So no danger, really. Lutke Boumert. There's Rolf Russmann, the centre-back, moving upfield. Lutke Boumert again. Now Bongartz with his long strides. Trying one, and Sepp Meier. Sepp Meier showing no signs of that injury. There's the shot from Bongartz. And Sepp Meier going down, saving well. Really on form, the Bayern keeper. But Schalke come again. A Bramczyk. Look at him go. Oh, what a fine effort by young Rudiger Bramczyk. Good left-footed shot. Not his best foot, actually, his left foot. Just a little too high. And Sepp Maier still holding his hand. So he's obviously in pain. Perhaps you noticed there he caught the ball just with his left hand, just with one hand. He got the kick on the right one. Sepp Maier, of course, regarded by many as one of the finest goalkeepers in the world. Franz Beckenbauer. Beautiful ball. Bongartz. Good play by young Hans Bongartz. Beckenbauer. Gerd Müller now. But Russmann with him all the time. Good tackle. And Evan Kramers, all the Schalke players helping out. Beckenbauer trying the 1-2 with Müller, but the teams in the National League know that move nowadays. Beckenbauer and Müller have been very successful with the 1-2 in the box. Uli Hoeneß winning a corner. The days are gone, though, when they can get goals at will with that move. Teams are wise to it now. Russmann, the tall, powerful figure, coming out, heading clear. Hoeneß again, into the middle. And Maric. The Yugoslav has come in for some criticism in recent weeks. Hasn't been playing too well, but still it's his first season in the West German National League. He needs time to settle down, and it really looks as if he has settled down now. Hasn't made a mistake so far anyway. Good run by Horstmann. He can't get his cross in. Another corner for Bayern. Bayern Munich, 5 times German champions. Winners of the European Champions Cup for the past 3 successive seasons, going all out for the equaliser. That was Kunkel. Sternberger. Hoeneß into the middle. Russmann heading clear again. Sternberger. Oh, good run by Bernd Sternberger. He couldn't quite control the ball. Still, the referee has awarded a free kick. Now, this could be interesting. You can see for yourselves where it is. Beckenbauer's there, Gerd Müller, Kapellmann. But it looks as if Franz Beckenbauer's going to take it. There's Sternberger as well. There's the shot, and over the top. Wasn't far off target, but of course it doesn't have to be. Half an inch is enough. Just listen to those 50,000 fans now shouting Bayern, Bayern, urging their team back into this game. Don't forget, Bayern are a goal down. The goal scored by the Schalke captain Klaus Fischer in the 10th minute. Kapellmann. Dubsky. Must be a foul. The referee stepping in very quickly, preventing any nastiness creeping into this game. Been very fair so far. Dubsky. Schalke at present playing possession football, holding onto the ball. Obviously the crowd, the home crowd, don't like it. They want to see some more action, especially from their own team, of course, Bayern Munich. Evan Kramers. He tries one. That shot blocked by Beckenbauer, but Kramers again. Oh, the Bayern defense really in a tangle, and Sepp Maier. But the Bayern defenders looking very suspect under pressure. Beckenbauer. Now Bongartz. The Bayern players starting to lose possession in midfield. They're not winning the tackles. And Schwarzenbeck very slow, beaten by Fischer easily. Except Maier. There's Klaus Fischer, who went racing past Schwarzenbeck. And Schwarzenbeck is limping quite heavily now. I'm sure he'll have to go off. Here's Kunkel. And Weiss. The two reserves, really, Kunkel and Weiss. Now Rummenigge. And that's the first real shot young Karl-Heinz Rummenigge has had at goal. And Schalke come again. There's Klaus Fischl, the sweeper. And Fischer. Schalke, of course, content to hold on to the ball, take their time. They're leading by a goal. But just listen to the crowd. They don't like it at all. Bongartz. Oh, that's good play. Bongartz. Oh, what a goal by Evan Kramers. What a beautiful header. The lovely pass to Bongartz. A perfect cross. There's Kramers running in, and look at that header. Sepp Maier couldn't have seen it. He dived after the ball and hit the back of the net. Well, look at that score. Just a couple of minutes from half-time. Bayern Munich 0, Schalke 2. Who would have thought that possible? I make it now just about 2 or 3 minutes to go to half-time. But Bayern now desperately need to pull a goal back before they go into the dressing rooms, because, of course, a goal just before half-time is very important psychologically. Kunkel trying a shot. High, wide, and not very handsome. As you can hear, there are also a few thousand or hundreds anyway of Schalke fans in the stadium who've made the way down from Gelsenkirchen. Quite a long trip, about 500 or 600 kilometers from Gelsenkirchen all the way down to Munich for today's game. They must be feeling very happy. Their team, Schalke, playing fine football. And again, Schalke playing this possession football. And then the quick attack, but there goes the whistle for half-time with the score. Bayern Munich 0, Schalke 2. Schalke kick off for the start of the second half here in the Munich Olympic Stadium in their game against the home side, Bayern Munich. The score at half-time, Bayern Munich 0, Schalke 2. The goals coming in the 10th minute through Fischer and through Evan Kramers in the 43rd minute. And I can see that Bayern Munich have brought on 2 substitutes. Let me see now who's gone off. Schwarzenbeck has definitely gone. Oh, wait, I'm still talking, and there's another goal. Well, this is incredible. Klaus Fischer again. This is unbelievable. There's the cross. Fischer, look at that beautiful diving header. This is really amazing. The first minute after the half-time break, and Schalke go 3-0 up. And I was saying that Bayern have brought on 2 substitutes. It doesn't seem to help much, though. There's one of them, number 14. That's Arbinger. He's come on in place of Schwarzenbeck. As I was saying in the first half, Schwarzenbeck suffering from an injury. His left thigh was heavily bandaged. He obviously wasn't match fit. So he's gone off, and number 14, Arbinger, has come on. Chance here, but past the post. But the shot was deflected by a Schalke player, so it's going to be a corner for Bayern Munich. And then number 8, Kunkel, who had a very disappointing first half, he's gone off in midfield. And number 12, Seneca, has come on. Oh, look at that catch by Maric. Judging it beautifully. Abramczyk. Well, can Bayern Munich come back? That's the big question. They're 3 goals down. A couple of weeks ago, they were 4 goals down in Bochum after 53 minutes and eventually come back to win 6-5. Can they do the same today on their own ground? It really would be a tremendous feat. Kapellman. There's the other substitute, number 12, Seneca, who, as I said, has come on for Kunkel. But all of these substitutes, I would say that none of them really has got regular National League experience. Weiss, the fullback, with the throw-in. This was notable in the first half with Kunkel. Even Franz Beckenbauer is putting in bad passes now. Arbinger. Seneca. Horstmann. Schalke marking very closely. Weiss. Bayern, of course, having far more of the play now territorially. Schalke starting to concentrate on holding on to that 3-goal lead. Beckenbauer looking for Gerd Müller. Dangerous play, says the referee, by Gerd Müller. His foot was too high. Free kick for Schalke already taken. Evan Kramer's on. Look at him go. What a turn of speed. This time he's stopped by Arbinger. Uli Hoeneß. Seneca. Gerd Müller. But Russmann with him all the way. Kapellman. No power behind his shot. Well, that's the first time Karl-Heinz Rummenigge has got in a really good shot, but as you saw, it was saved by Maric. No trouble at all for Schalke. Müller. Beckenbauer. But he can't find a way through this Schalke defense. Seneca and Maric. There's young Seneca, the substitute. So far, Schalke haven't brought on any substitutes. They don't have to the way they're playing, and look at him go, Abramczyk. Oh, I was going to say that was in the back of the net. From my commentary position, it certainly looked like it. But the ball, as you can see now, just going past the post, beating Sepp Maier, then just missing that near post. And Abramczyk can't believe it. But Bayern Munich wide open in defense. Hoeneß. Kapellman. Lutke Bournemouth with a good pass to Bongartz. And now a chance for Dürnberger. There's Bernd Dürnberger. Like all the other Bayern players, he's working hard. The trouble is, though, for Bayern fans, they're not getting anywhere. Munich with the goal kick. Now Bramczyk again. And Sepp Maier. And now Schalke have brought on a substitute. Number 13, Gader, has come on. And Erwin Kramer's number 11 has gone off. He must have been injured. He was playing really well. Beckenbauer. Kapellmann. Chance here for Dürnberger. Delayed his shot too long. Blocked at the last moment by Klaus Fischl. So Bayern have used both their substitutes and Schalke have used one. Hoeneß with the corner. Whistle goes. Free kick for Schalke. A little bit of pushing there by Beckenbauer, who went up for that corner. There's Franz Beckenbauer saying to the referee that he knows it was a foul. Here's Dubsky. Oh, look at him go! Corner for Schalke. Lutke Baumer's going to take it. Sepp Maier organising his defence. He hasn't had much success with that so far, though. Bongarts. Schalke picking up all these loose balls. Bramczyk. Oh, what a good run. Corner, says the referee. Bongarts is going to take it. Practically all the players now, except Maric, in the Bayern half. Most of them in the Bayern area. Thiele and Bongarts. Lutke Baumer beats Kapellmann, wins another corner. Schalke now really looking as if they're going to play cat and mouse with Bayern Munich here. Weiss at the near post, the number 2, the fullback. Let's see what Bayern can do now. There's Hoeneß. He's been very well marked by Sobirai, the Schalke number 2. Hoeneß again. Gerd Müller. But there always seems to be a Schalke player too many. And away goes Bramczyk. Foul on Fischer. There's number 13, Gader, the Schalke substitute. Bayern players forming a wall. And the referee wants them back the required distance. Fischer, Lutke Baumer, and Sepp Maier. Number 14, Arbinger, one of the 2 Bayern substitutes. Oh, good tackle by Sobirai. Schalke again picking up these loose balls. Dubsky. Oh, it's in the net. What a great goal. What a goal by Dubsky. Well, surely that must be that. It must be all over now. 4-0 for Schalke in the 64th minute. Into the net it goes. Actually, Dubsky could have passed into the middle because Klaus Fischer was unmarked, but it didn't make any difference. He decided to go it alone. So the score now, Bayern Munich 0, Schalke 4. Who would have thought that possible before the game? I don't think not even Bayern Munich can pull back 4 goals in the remaining 26 minutes. Oh, look at Maric. Beautiful save. It's a round of applause not only from the Schalke fans but also from the Bayern supporters. Geda. Abramczyk. Abramczyk has really given Weiss, the young Bayern fullback, a run around this afternoon. Gila. Again, Klaus Fischer winning that ball in the air. There he is, the Schalke captain. Arbinger to Seneca. But again, all the Bayern players are marked. Uli Hoeneß. Gertmuller taking a dive there, hoping to gain a penalty. Gernberger. His shot is blocked by Rossmann. And another shot blocked, this time by Fischl. Abramczyk wins the ball, but a foul, says the referee. Franz Beckenbauer. And there's Maric coming off his line very quickly, judging that beautifully. The Schalke supporters and the Schalke critics can't complain about Maric's performance today. It's been faultless. Sheila. Abramczyk. There's Klaus Fischer, lots of room to move in. This time he's beaten to the ball, though. Throw in for Schalke. Since Schwarzenbeck has gone off, young Udo Horstmann has taken over the role of centre-back and has the very difficult task of marking Klaus Fischer. There's Abramczyk. Fischer! Oh, what a goal by Klaus Fischer! Well, this is unbelievable. That's his number 3 for Klaus Fischer. Great run by Rudiger Abramczyk. Into the middle. Fischer on the volley. What a beautiful goal. Well, this is incredible. I can't believe it myself. Look at that score. Bayern Munich 0, Schalke 5. And already some Bayern supporters leaving the ground, even though there's still about, at least 17, 18 minutes left to play. The Bayern supporters leaving the ground. They can't stand it anymore. They've never seen anything like it. Seneca. Gernberger. But it doesn't really make any difference now. Bayern can't possibly pull back 5 goals. In fact, the Bayern players seem to have lost all their enthusiasm for the game. They know they've had it. This really will be a crushing defeat. Miracles do occur now and again, but not very often in football. Free kick for Bayern. Beckenbauer. There's Hoeneß and Maric. Hoeneß couldn't get any power behind his shot. Dubsky, the man who got Schalke's fourth goal, I think it was. They've scored so many, I can't remember really who scored which one. That's a foul on a Bramczyk. I know Klaus Fischer's got 3, Kramer's got 1, and Dubsky's got 1. Bongarts with the free kick. There's Dubsky. Oh, the Schalke fans really singing their heads off now. They've certainly got plenty to sing about. They've probably never seen anything like it either. Beckenbauer. Kapellman. Uli Hoeneß. Gerd Müller. But again, he can't get a shot in. And then a terrible pass. Now the Bayern players being whistled and jeered by their own supporters. Weiss. Fischl, good play by him. Schalke very cool, calm and collected under pressure. It's a great performance by the Schalke team. Weiss. Beckenbauer losing the ball. And Schalke come away now with Lutke Bormert. Oh, Bayern really at 6s and 7s. They're running about all over the pitch. They don't know where to go to. But this time offside. I'd like to know what's going on in the mind of Franz Beckenbauer now. His team 5 goals down in the Munich Olympic Stadium. Gerd Müller not getting a look in against Rolf Russmann, the Schalke centre-back. Uli Hoeneß not doing much better. Well, that was a pretty good effort. Klaus Fischer, look at him, completely unmarked, going through on his own. What's it going to be? Goal kick, says the referee, and Meyer takes it quickly. Kapellman. Fischl just putting the ball out of play. Seneca to Arbinger. Bongarts with the throw-in for Schalke. Let's have it back in the correct place, says the referee. Oh, look at that pass from Bongard to Lutka Bomet. Abramczyk. It's another one. It's number 6. Rudiger Abramczyk has made it number 6. There he is. Lutka Bomet leaving the ball for Abramczyk. He gets in his shot. Seppmeier just gets a hand to it, but he can't stop it. Going inside the post, into the corner of the net to make it now Bayern 0, Schalke 6. And Schalke bringing on another substitute. Dubsky is injured, and Bruns, number 12, is coming on. The blonde-headed Bruns. Not that it makes any difference now. Schalke could bring on a cripple and they'd still win. Seneca, Gertmuller, but he's beaten by Bruns. Well, Bayern Munich heading for their heaviest ever defeat since they gained promotion to the West German National League in 1965. The Schalke fans are going wild with delight here in the stadium. They're singing, dancing, waving their flags. And the Bayern fans are going home in disgust. Geda. Brought down by Arbinger. Free kick. 10 minutes to go. Or just less. But 9.5 on my watch anyway. Bongarts. Oh no, I can't believe it. Number 7. This just can't go on. This is incredible. Bongarts beats his man. Look at the pass. There's Fischer. Completely unmarked again. Number 7 for Schalke, number 4 for Fischer. This is amazing. Well, about 8 minutes left. Can Schalke get double figures? Look at that scoreline. Who would have thought it possible? Bayern Munich 0, Schalke 7. If somebody had told me this before the match, I'd have said they were crazy. But at times, football is a crazy game. It certainly is here in the Munich Olympic Stadium today. Bayern Munich, one of the greatest sides in history in Germany and also in Europe. 7 goals down on their own ground against Schalke. And Schalke come again. Fischer! Well, that was almost number 8. Fischer smiling. It's too easy. I've never seen Bayern Munich taken apart like this before. I've seen them lose a few games, but never like this. And never in their own stadium, on their own ground. Dürnberger, he'll try one. Great acrobatic dive by Maric, but it wasn't necessary because the ball was going over the top anyway. But he must have got a fingertip to it. It's a corner to Bayern Munich. And Maric. It'll be interesting to see whether Bayern can at least get a consolation goal. But the way things are looking at present, it's more likely that Schalke will improve their score. Russmann. Rolf Russmann, who's really had a magnificent game in the middle of the Schalke back four. He's played Gertmuller really off the park today. Oh, Schalke giving Bayern a footballing lesson now. Stringing passes together, look at that. Oh, that was a bad one, though. But offside, Uli Hoeneß disagrees. But I don't think there's much point in him getting upset now. One more or less won't make much difference. Russman to Fischl. Geda. Vongaerts. There's Abramczyk, who's also had a wonderful match. He tries one. They're all having a go now. And one really must feel sorry for Sepp Maier in the Bayern goal. He can't really be blamed for any of the goals except perhaps the first one. It's just the defenders in front of him have marked so badly. And of course, Schalke have really played like world beaters this afternoon. Kapelman and Maric. Incredibly quick reactions by the Yugoslav keeper. Bruns, one of the two Schalke substitutes. Klaus Fischer, the Schalke captain, scorer of 4 of those 7 goals. And away he goes again. The Bayern defenders just can't stop him. Just about 4 minutes left to play. And I can imagine the Bayern Munich team will be very glad when this game is over. They want to forget about this as soon as possible. Bruns trying one. Big smile written across his face. It's natural now that all the Schalke players want to get in on the act. Seneca, Kapelman, Beckenbauer, Gerd Müller stumbling over his own feet. Maric. This really has been a day when everything's gone right for Schalke and everything wrong for Bayern Munich. This is definitely a game people will be talking about, especially in Munich and in Schalke, for a very long time to come. Schalke now, of course, not really trying. They've done all the running they need to do. Lutke Boumert. Here's Fischl to Klaus Fischer. This time he loses out. That's a rarity. Abramczyk. Fischer again. Schalke really doing what they want to now with Bayern Munich. Pushing the ball back and forth across the park. Just waiting for the final whistle. Arbinger. Foul by Geda, so free kick for Bayern. One or two of the Bayern players still in a bit of a hurry. But there's not much point in that now. I'm sure this game will go down in the history books. Bayern Munich 0, Schalke 7. That's the scoreline at present. Russman heading clear. 4 of the goals coming from Klaus Fischer. Throw into Bayern. As I was saying, 4 of the goals coming from their captain, the Schalke captain Klaus Fischer. The other 3 by Dubsky, Kramers and Abramczyk. Beckenbauer. Chance here for Gerd Muller. But Russman's there straight away. Rummenigge, who played so well for West Germany against Wales, but hasn't had a look in today. Referee looking at his watch. And there it is, it's all over. And what a sensation here in the Munich Olympic Stadium. Because Bayern Munich have lost at home against Schalke by 7 goals to 0.